So this is the continent of Africa, and this is approximately where the country of Sudan would be. As an introduction, in the 1800s, when Egypt was a British colony, the region that is now Egypt and Sudan was originally one country, and in the 1880s, the British split the country into two separate countries, which became Egypt and Sudan. And due to the abrupt nature of the split of the country, the north and south parts were extremely different. The north was arid and dry, and the south was essentially farmland. There was different culture, different people, and different religions, and this became a major conflict since in the north there's mostly an Arabic population, and in the south there was an African population with religious minorities such as Christianity. Because Sudan was now put under one government that was of one faith, Muslim, this also created conflict because the government was extremely oppressive. One of the main conflicts that resulted from the division in Sudan was the Darfur genocide, which began in February of 2003. And due to the unstable economic aspects of the Sudanese government in the capital of Khartoum, the Sudan Liberation Movement and the Justice and Equality Movement in Darfur led uprisings against the Sudanese government and the current president Omar al-Bashir. The Sudanese government quickly crushed the rebel groups' efforts to lead uprisings against the government, and as a response, they sent soldiers on camelback to lead terror attacks in Darfur. The terror attacks were led by the Sudan Army, which were stationed in Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, and mostly the effects of the terror attacks were rape, destruction of villages, and shootings of civilians. The death toll quickly multiplied over a very short period of time. Another main conflict that existed in Sudan was the Second Sudanese Civil War in 1983, which began in 1983, and South Sudan basically wanted independence from Northern Sudan, or Sudan, and they accomplished this by developing the Sudanese People's Liberation Army, which was led by John Garang. A separate government was established in South Sudan in 2005, and finally, on July 9, 2011, South Sudan gained its independence from Sudan. Its president is Salva Kiir Mayardit, and it is now independent from Sudan, which is still being governed by Omar al-Bashir. The violence related to the division in Sudan would rank pretty close to Rwanda on the peaceful versus violent and genocidal scale because it involved excessive violence and genocide. One of the main unresolved issues in Sudan and southern Sudan is that the region of Darfur is still experiencing genocidal violence. And since 2009, 50% of all relief and aid services were removed from Darfur by the Arabic government in Khartoum. Another main issue is concerning the current president of Sudan, and there are inquiries being made if he's guilty of genocide or not. And that's the end.